whatever the motivational talk you will be giving today.
We can't hear him.
Holger, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
now
we can hear you now.
we can hear you. Now we can hear you.
Perfect. Wonderful. Wonderful. So as you said, this is already my third meeting today. The first one was this morning at 7 o'clock with Sri Lanka, then followed by another district in India. And now I'm with you here. And this afternoon, or this late afternoon, I have a meeting with the German district. So 4 meetings for more than 1 hour each. So yes, this is another opportunities in times like this here. So, you know, these are very different and difficult times. And the situation is everywhere totally different, in every country, in every continent. And this has much more affected us than we ever thought before. There's some noise in the background. Could you please ask?
Yeah, Daddy, can you mute everyone? I can see some noises that's coming from the background.
Thank you. Thank you. That works. That works pretty well. And so every continent is right now effective, but in different ways and different hard. So we are here in Germany on the lucky side, not being as hard affected as Italy or Spain. But you know also what happens in the United States right now. That's terrible, of course. And so nobody knows where the next 2-3 weeks are going. But it's difficult for everybody. And so my advice simply for all of us right now, because all of us are communicating virtual right now, the most important thing and the most important advice is simply care. I really ask you to take care of your members in your Rotary Club and of course of your community. So care for your members in your Rotary Club means we have to make sure that nearly everybody is able to participate in meetings like this here. And we know there are many older people, older friends in our clubs. They probably don't know how to manage a virtual meeting, but nearly everybody has a smartphone. And to be very honest, I'm right now communicating with my iPhone. That's much more convenient than working with the computer or notebook, because you can take your iPhone everywhere in the house and can move from one spot to another. And the camera is much better than the camera normally on a computer. So please, this really, I would like to ask you, please make sure that as many as of your Rotary Club members are able to follow your club meetings, your virtual club meetings like this year. This is very important. And if you think about taking care of our communities, it's hard right now because nearly everywhere there's a shutdown right now. But you know, this is an opportunity to make a community assessment. And I know very many clubs are reaching out to their government officials in their community, to bigger companies, to other charities, to do a joint effort to find out where the needs in the community are. And again, these are totally different in different countries. There is no unified message for this year. My message is always, please reach out to your community officials and find out where the greatest need is in your area. And most important is, all of us have to follow the rules from our government. I think this is number one, and this is so important. So this is just in the beginning, because this coronavirus affects everybody in our whole world. And, you know, because we are going through these difficult times, there are hopes and challenges before of us. And Rotary opens opportunities because of these hopes. And so I think also my theme, or our theme for the next year, Rotary opens opportunities, fits perfect for that time. And to incoming club presidents, you have a very special responsibility. All of us have this responsibility because it's the club president who sets the tone in the club, and it's the club president who sets the agenda for next year. And to be very honest, I think you are the most important people next year, because district governors and directors, and of course also the president of Rotary International next year, all of them are very good in talking. But in the Rotary Club, you have to do the work on the ground. And that's why the club presidents are so important. Our Rotary clubs are anyway the most important part in Rotary. And you know, when we come back to normal, and I think sometimes we will back to normal. But so what I hope is that we will not, in our Rotary Club, we will not go back to normal, but we took this opportunities, we will take this opportunity to change our clubs. And this is a unique opportunity we are having right now. You know, as Paul Harris said, we have to be revolutionary from time to time. And now is the time to be revolutionary. Now is indeed the time for change. And you know, I'm really asking all Rotary clubs worldwide to think about change and to do at least one strategic meeting a year. And right now, there's a good opportunity to set up a strategic meeting in your Rotary club. And think about the future. Think about where you want to be next year, in 5 years, in 10 years. And most important, you have to figure out what value your club brings to members. And right now, it's also a good opportunity to put everything on test. Think about your club location, your meetings, your meeting frequency, how you look for new members, how you keep your current members. So this is the time to put everything on test in your Rotary Club. And if we come back, so you can start with some fresh ideas, and this couldn't be better than right now. And you know, we learned from the past that Rotary is able to grow with new Rotary clubs, with new different Rotary clubs. And this is something what is important for younger members. New members and young professionals, Rotaractors, they are thinking different. And they are looking probably for club models totally different to yours and also to mine at home. So please, what I would like to ask you, please support those new club areas in club models in your area, and don't fight these models, please. You know, we are going to grow Rotary. That's an initiative started by our president, Mark Maloney, right now, and I will, of course, go on with this initiative. And that means growing Rotary on all levels, not just by numbers, but also our projects and our effectiveness in the communities. And I don't ask you for growing by specific numbers for a very simple reason. Whenever we ask to grow by specific numbers, we failed because we get people in and then we left Rotary. Instead of focusing on numbers, I want you to think about growing organically and sustainable. You know, it's simply, if you're looking for new members, very simple, look for the best members in your area, in your community, and make sure that they are the right fit to your Rotary Club. And also make sure that your club meets their expectations. This is a good This is a good thing to engage members, to keep members. Simply look for the best people in your area and make sure that they are a good fit to your club. And then keep them, take care of them, and engage them. Care is so important. And you know, even if we are looking for younger members and more female members in our Rotary Club, that doesn't mean we are leaving others behind. I'm also always saying there is no wrong age to become a Rotarian. Every age is welcome. Every age has something important to contribute. And again, as I said, take your time when you're looking for new members. You are looking for friends for life. It's important. Take care of your members and engage them. We really have to stop thinking of new members as people we just can mark down as statistics and then forget about them. People who leave a Rotary Club talk and others listen, and that affects our image negative. So we want every new Rotarian be a lifelong Rotarian, a friend engaged in Rotary. And then regarding polio, my last message. You know, it's so important that we continue with our effort. Even if right now we shut down our immunization house to house. It's obviously, it's not possible to go house to house and do the immunization right now in times of coronavirus. But times will change. And we promise the children of this world to finish the job. And Rotarians are keeping their promise. So please, let us go on. And please contribute to the End Polio Now initiative. This is so important for Rotary. These are just 2 countries where the polio virus is still active. And that's your neighbor, Pakistan and Afghanistan. And we have to finish the job. And there is also an opportunity right now because the coronavirus shows us how fast a virus can come back to our countries, to your country, to Europe, or to the United States. And that's why we have to go on fighting also the polio virus. And please stay with us here. You know, I'm a great fan of our Rotary values. And these values bind us together. Wherever we go in the world, indeed, in fact, or also virtual, Rotarians become our good friends. And we wish to have more time with them. All of us are people from different backgrounds, different generations, different languages, and different countries. And even the way we live our Rotary is different, country to country, and also club to club. Even in your district, every club is different. And that diversity makes us great. So we are all bound in friendship. And we all believe in the 4-way test. Rotary is experienced a different way everywhere. But the 4-way test remains the same for everyone. But the 4-way test is not the only Rotary value. Tolerance is also very important. Tolerance is a relevant concern in so many parts of the world now. Rotary is not political, and it must stay that way. But when things go obviously wrong, we cannot look away. Yes. Rotarians must not be speechless. We stand by our values and our 4-way test. And we are not only measured by our results, but also by our attitude. You know, all of us have attained positions of leadership today because we have earned trust. And we build trust when we perform those tasks well. And we must continue to earn that trust as leaders and provide opportunities for others to earn that trust and attain leadership roles in the future. And this is our opportunity to strengthen our network, not for our personal glory, but for the good of Rotary. We believe that our acts of service, big and small, create opportunities for people who need our help. And we also know that every act of service will inspire and change us. Rotary is not just a club that you join. It is an invitation to endless opportunities. It opens opportunities to serve in a project as big and historic as End Polio Now, and also in a small community project where you just plant a tree. Rotary provides us opportunities to service projects that can be performed and completed by us. And these projects are meaningful and sustainable. In Rotary, we don't just donate the money. We also perform the service and see the lasting impact firsthand. And our greatest and most joyous opportunity is to do this together. The journey in front of us is not about I and my. I will not be accomplishing anything of lasting importance. But together, there is no limit to what we can achieve. If we focus instead on we and our, in our year, we will be able to accomplish great things. And I would like to ask you, district governor and club presidents, please work very closely with your successors, with your predecessor, with your current governor, current club president, and also your successor. Just as a team, we are able to achieve great things. It takes 2, 3, 4 years to change a Rotary Club or a district, or Rotary International. And that's why I'm working very closely with President Mark Maloney and, of course, my successor, President nominee Sheikha Mehta. Our greatest joy in our life is to share experiences across generations and cultures right now. When we learn from each other and build friendship that transcends ages and borders, we make the world a better and more peaceful place. Rotary is such a wonderful, unique organization that we all love. And it is our mission to advance and protect Rotary for the generations to come. Rotary opens opportunities for the people we serve and for ourselves. I thank you very much.
Thank you, Holger. I think your speeches were so touchy that perhaps I am taking time to respond that you are given. And I'm pretty sure my incoming club presidents and incoming district leaders would definitely motivated and got a feeling that where actually Rotary is looking for. And to tell you very frankly, the one thing I really love that you said the collaboration with the current governor-elect, and the next. We are in our district, try to focus on such things and we'll try to do that. Thank you very much for your refreshing and inspiring talk. And I'm sure in this lockdown period, when maybe a little bit mentally we are demotivated because of the situation, but your presence or this talk definitely help us to boost our morale further to do good for Rotary. Anyway, Holger, as we discussed that we have a couple of questions, and I would request Danny to unmute first. Sumitra Goswami.
Already done.
Okay. So Holger, Sumitra Goswami is a past president and a past assistant governor from Guwahati city. Sumitra, just come up with your questions. Remember, for all, your question should be very brief and to the point. Make questions only. Do not make any statement or suggestion. That's a request. Sumitra, go ahead.
Yes. Good evening, all the way from northeast of India. Am I audible?
Yeah, Sumitra, go ahead.
Yeah.
My question is something related to women in Rotary. How do you see women in this organization 10 years from now? What is your view?
That's not a view. Thank you for that question. I love that question. That's a vision. That's definitely a vision. We are making progress everywhere, but not enough progress. So we are in 10 years, I'm totally sure that we will have not just one woman as president of Rotary International. I'm pretty sure there will be more than one woman. We are making progress everywhere. And if I see right now, 1 year ago, when President Barry Rayson was on the board and sharing the board, there was no woman on the board. And this year there are 4. Next year, there will be 6 women on the board. And in Shekhar Mehta's year, there will be 8 women on the board. Probably 9 if the next president is a woman. So we are making progress, and I think it's so important. Look everywhere. Look. Women are more important in our governments, in our offices and companies. And if I think we are so happy in Germany with our Bundeskanzler Angela Merkel. And by the way, she is a Rotarian. And so no doubt, my vision, and I think we will see that women will become a more and more important role in Rotary. But thank you for that question.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sumitra, and thank you, Holger, for answering this question. Danny, please unmute Partha Bhattacharya.
Done.
Partha, please go ahead with your question.
Good evening, sir. Warm wishes from District 3240. Sir, my question is that, am I audible?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
The lockdown against the COVID-19 is probably going to continue up to September 2020. This results in the eradication of the first quarter of our upcoming Rotary year. So my question is that, how to utilize the left 9 months against working on different awarenesses against the COVID-19?
This was pretty hard for me to understand. Can someone repeat the question, please?
Yeah, Holger, I would just read out the question, what he actually wanted to say. He said the next Rotary year, probably the first quarter would be gone because of COVID-19. How you are planning to have the rest 9 months to cover up for this 3 months damage with what we are getting for COVID-19? That's what his question.
I think probably we will take longer than just 3 months. So we must be aware that it could be probably longer. But I don't think it's a wasted time. I think there are simply different ways how to communicate. There are different ways to work. So I'm pretty sure we will not have in the next month large gatherings in Rotary. And so I'm probably the Rotary International President with the fewest travel. But we have to look for different and other opportunities. And I think more important than gatherings are that we are able to help our people. This is to serve our people in need. That's the most important thing for me. So we as Rotarians are able to deal with this.
Danny, can you mute somebody else?
Yeah, muted.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay,
yeah,
thank you very much. So we are able to deal with this. So we are learning to meet virtual, and if we are really engaged, all our Rotarians, our Rotary friends, to to meet differently. That's okay, and we will manage that. But for me, the most important thing is that we are able to serve people in need. But nobody knows when times will change. But I'm totally different. It will not change to the same date at the whole world. So when things comes better in Europe, for example, they become worse in other parts of the world. So we will see this virus, I think, probably, yes, a longer time.
Thank you, Holger. Thank you so much. Friends, again, a request to all Rotarians, kindly put yourself mute if you are not talking. Sukhbinder, please, Danny, unmute Sukhbinder.
Yeah, I've already done that.
Okay, and Rotarians, please be careful asking your question quickly so that we can cover more Rotarians to ask questions to Holger, and Holger feel pleasure to answer those questions. Sukhbinder, go ahead.
My question, why Rotary International is not taking aggressive...
Sukhbinder, your voice is low. Take the microphone towards your mouth. Yeah.
Audible?
Yeah.
My question, why Rotary International is not taking aggressive marketing strategy to promote Rotary as the corporate sectors do? Number one. Number two is, why we are not visible at airports, airliners, railways, and so on?
So that's a good, thank you for that question. I'm discussing that question very often, not just in India, but in many parts of the world. And my answer is always the same. As I said in my speech, Rotary is not always the same. Rotary is different in many parts. And also the requirements and also marketing is different. There is one unified message, and that's, of course, service above self and what we are doing. And also our Rotary efforts are unified worldwide. But to marketing Rotary, that's different from country to country and also community to community. So it doesn't make any sense because Rotary clubs are totally different. I tell you an example. Berlin, for example. There are 30 Rotary clubs in Berlin. This is my district. And there are some older clubs with distinguished people. So where the ambassadors are, and so really the big guys of the city. And people are lining up to become members in these clubs. But there's another group of clubs, young, very active Rotary clubs, with people are former Rotaractors, are with cool ideas and also cool projects, and people are also lining up here. But this is a totally different group of people are joining this Rotary club. So as I said, it has to be a good fit for the club. So it doesn't make any sense. We have done this in the United States for years. So huge campaigns and billboards and all these things, it doesn't help. You get the wrong people in your Rotary club. So my advice is always simply look for the best people in your community. And then make sure that they are the right fit. As I said in Berlin, there are younger active people and there are distinguished people. But these are different groups and different Rotary clubs. So that's my idea and advice for making this huge marketing campaigns. It's in each Rotary club it has to do his or its marketing in this area. Thank you.
I think Abhishek is next. Hello.
Danny, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Abhishek is next.
Yeah. No, Madhuchanda, I guess.
Madhuchanda is not here.
Madhuchanda. Acha, so unmute Abhishek. Next
Abhishek
question,
Jitani.
Holger.
Yeah,
Next question from an incoming assistant governor of my tenure, Abhishek Jitani, a young, dynamic past president. Abhishek, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Good evening. My question is, what will be the challenges in the current strategic planning of Rotary International after this global pandemic of COVID-19? and how are you planning to overcome it, and what changes might come up in the strategic plan?
You know, we have our long-term strategy, and this is very new since 2 years. But regarding this coronavirus, this pandemic in the worldwide, this is indeed something what makes me sometimes sleepless, to be very honest. And so we really have to make sure and have to take care that we are not losing too many members through this crisis. I'm pretty sure we will lose members, but I'm really asking every Rotary Club and district, let us really take care of our members. Let's engage them. Let's make sure that the dues in clubs and districts are not too high. We are discussing that right now in Rotary International. I don't think that we are able to reduce our fees because, you know, this is, most of them is for salaries. And even if all the our staff members in Evanston and also in India and all the other international offices are working at home. So I just discussed yesterday with our General Secretary that we are providing still between 90 and 95% of our service to our fellow Rotarians worldwide. And you know, I don't want to fire our people just because of that. I think this is also one of our Rotary values. But you're right, so we have to look for new strategies in our Rotary clubs to engage our members and to make sure that we will keep our members. And so that's what I'm asking you, please. This is important for every Rotary club. Give them a hand, keep them, talk with them, and make sure that they stay, our members stay with Rotary so that we can continue to do our good work in the world. Thank you for that question.
Thank you, Holger, and thank you, Abhishek, for asking a pertinent question. Danny, is Madhuchanda is available?
No, I don't see her.
Madhuchanda Bhattacharya? Okay, so you unmute past Governor Arijit Endo and followed by Dr. Asim Adhikari.
What about Chiranjit?
Go ahead, unmute Arijit Endo.
It is not here, I think.
Okay, so Chiranjit, if Chiranjit is there, you unmute.
Oh, AK
Chiranjit.
Endo, yes, I got it. Endo, I'm unmuted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Endo.
Okay. So next question, Holger, from a past governor from our district, who is Arijit Kumar Endo, who was the governor in year 2013 and 14. He has some question for you. He is the incoming district grant chairman for 2021 for our district. Past Governor Endo, please go ahead.
Yeah. Hi. Hello. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 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 You are audible.
Hi, Holger. I'm very much impressed with your addressing and particularly mentioning about the changes that Rotary is seeking to bring in. And you have mentioned that the Rotarians should work now in assessing the community to understand the need of services the community wants from us at this crucial juncture. So keeping that in mind, considering the after effect of this COVID-19, I would just like to know that what is the planning of Rotary in the coming year regarding chances of prioritizing the areas of focus or inclusion of new area to work with project under global grant.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that question. The trustees of the Rotary Foundation will meet next week. And I'm pretty sure we will see change in our areas of focus. I'm pretty much sure we will hear something like environment, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if they decided to add another area of focus or if they will merge some areas so that we will keep our 6 areas of focus. But I think that's not so important. I think it's really important that we have environment as one of our major emphasis, because environment is affecting everybody in this world. So even if it's Europe or Northern Europe, where they normally don't have any problems, but So the problems in Sweden, all the bushfires shows us that every country, every continent is affected by this. And let me just come back to the coronavirus. We had this special corona grants last week or 2 weeks ago, what the foundation provided to us, 1 million to fight corona. And this was sold out in 48 hours. So, and my hope is, and I think I'm sure that we will see some additional grants to fight the coronavirus. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
Past
very much.
Governor.
I'm very happy, Holger. I'm very happy to learn also that you are not going to fire any of our Rotary staff around the world. Thank you very much.
That's what we try. That's what we try. Of course. Yes.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you, Holger. Thank you, Holger, and thank you, Past Governor Arjitendo. Danny, is Chiranjeev is available?
Yeah, Chiranjeev from Dibrugarh.
Dibrugarh, yes.
Yeah,
Chiranjeev Dibrugarh, go ahead.
Yeah,
Ask your question quickly.
He's unmuted.
Good evening, sir, and it's a real privilege to meet you to this platform. My question to you is, since the world economy has collapsed and every country is in an economic crisis right now and is offering financial moratorium and economic relief, should Rotary provide a moratorium regarding payment of RI dues and district secretariat dues for the next year, keeping in view to economic position in the world?
Yes, thank you very much for what you just asked me. I think this was one of the questions or answered this partly already. So first of all, our economies, they doesn't collapse right now. Our economy will go down, definitely go down, but not collapsing. I think that's a different thing. But as I said, we are discussing some things, but most of our dues are for paying our staff members everywhere, also in India, and also in your office in Delhi, and also our IT office in Pune. So, and we are not going right now to fire our people, and I think everybody has to have this in mind, especially in Europe and in United States and mostly in South America. Most of the money Rotarians are spending is regarding lunch and dinners. And so I'm asking districts and clubs to reduce their fees because there's no more need for paying for that. I think this $34 half a year, that's just a small amount. And I'm asking everybody, especially the districts, as there are no district events, no large gatherings in the districts, there's also a good option to reduce fees in districts. And that would cover and would probably cover the problems in the dues problems in this world. So that's as I said, right now we don't want to fire our people right now. We try, of course, to avoid that, and that's the reason why we want to keep with our fees.
Thank you, Holger. Thank you, Chiranjeev. Biki, another president-elect from Rotary Club of Kalimpong, are you there?
I don't see his name. Maybe
Danny, if Biki is
no, I can see
okay.
his
If
name.
Biki is not there, unmute Dr. Asim Adhikari. If Biki is not there, unmute Dr. Asim Adhikari.
Yeah, done.
Holger, Dr. Asim Adhikari is one of incoming assistant governor from this district. Dr. Adhikari, go ahead. Ask your question. Thank you.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
We know we have been through Spanish flu a century ago, and this COVID-19 we know will win over. But in the meantime, the poor people will suffer a lot from the economic devastations worldwide. What is the Rotary's vision about something doing about this? Is there any vision? Are we thinking on this also?
Yes, as I said already, this is not all countries, even not all continents are affected at the same time. And when other some countries are still fighting a really hard war against coronavirus, in other countries like China, it's nearly gone, but just nearly. I don't know what really happens there. But so the situation is everywhere a different situation, and that's why the problems can just be solved regional and locally. And that's what I'm asking clubs, but also districts, made an assessment, a community assessment, where are the needs? And the needs are different. When in some parts of the world, they are looking for equipment for their hospitals. In other parts, people are starving because they don't have any jobs. It's also, it's depending on the strength of the economy and the countries. So again, the situation is everywhere in the world different. And so we have also our approach has to be locally and regionally to find that. There couldn't be a unified fight against the economic problems right now.
Okay, thank you, Holger. Thank you, Dr. Asim. Next question is from one more president-elect from Rotary Club of Guwahati City, Rudrajit Laskar.
Yeah, he's unmuted. Yeah, done.
Yeah, Ankit, be ready. Next one.
Okay. Good evening. It's been my pleasure to see you in this platform. But my question is, as a president-elect, what should be my strategy for a club? Because whatever plan we have made now, things has changed. The situation is now critical, and we have to think differently. So what should be our strategy to plan for the next Rotary year?
Thank you for that. So the problem for us is really we are not able to
Danny, please mute everyone. Yeah, Holger, sorry, go ahead.
No problem. You know what? This is wonderful to hear children laughing and playing. That's the best what can happen. So no need to excuse. I love it. I simply love it if families are together here. But yes, you know, this is our problem right now. And this is a problem of every country, every government right now. We are not able to plan for the next year because things change on daily basis sometimes, because nobody knows where it goes this way or goes this way. So even in Germany, so we are seeing some light at the horizon, but we don't know if it's true or but so that's why we keep our lockdown right now in Germany. And I don't know what exactly the situation in your area is. It becomes better or it becomes worse. So unfortunately, we are not able to plan for longer times right now. But I'm pretty much sure. Let's stay with that what we are doing. And as I said, let's make sure that everybody in your Rotary Club is able to use his or her smartphone and to join Rotary Club's meetings. And then let's try to make it as interesting as possible, a meeting like this today. So I'm really honored to be invited, but I think we have a lot of people here. But there are many great people in Rotary, great speaker. So and this is possible that we are not speaking to one club, they can speak here to many clubs at the same time. And I think this is something we have to go on probably the next weeks, and I hope not too long. But this is one of our challenges we have. And this is, as I said already, this is something what makes me sleepless when I think about if it takes more time with this coronavirus and we are going to lose members. This is for me really something what makes me sleepless.
Thank you, Rudro. Holger, just to let you know, for last 1 week, every evening we are doing virtual meetings and we are bringing some speakers and they are speaking on different subjects. Yesterday we had a speaker from the India Polio Plus Committee. Deepak came and addressed us. Day before, Shekhar came. So we are having back-to-back meeting, and we are also having John Heko would be addressing us on Monday. So we are practicing these things and engaging people. Next question from Rotarian Ankit Agarwal, incoming district secretary, Holger, from my home club, Rotary Club of Siliguri. Ankit, go ahead.
Good evening. As we know, the Rotary theme for the next year is Rotary opens opportunities. So my question is that kindly tell us how would this theme help the Rotarians to rebuild the communities in 2020-21, and how would the Rotaract clubs be engaged?
Thank you for that question. You know, I'm a strong proponent of Rotaractors. And when I was chairman of the New Generation Committee for 4 years, it started 6 years ago. So we really tried to bring Rotaract into our Rotary family and to be part of our organization. And I'm really totally happy that right now Rotaract is a part of Rotary International and not just a program. Rotary opens opportunities. That's what I really think. When I looked for a theme for the next year, 2021, it's really, first of all, I thought about care, because this is part of my attitude, taking care of people. But there's a terrible translation into German, and so that's why I was looking for something different. And then, I thought about chances, and right now I think opportunities are better than chances. Opportunities are longer than chances, just for the second sometimes. And right now, really, it fits to everything we do. Everything we do is about opportunities. Everything, not just now, but also in the future. And whatever we do for our communities, we really open opportunities for others. Whatever we do, just if we are providing glasses to read for people, we are all paying for surgeries or for operations. We are changing their life and for new opportunities for them. And even if we are looking and we are taking care of people right now who are jobless and having problems in feeding their children right now and starving. So even with this, we are really open opportunities just from day to day. But I think this is something what fits to Rotary, what fits to our work, and of course also fits to our everlasting theme, service above self.
Thank you. Thank you, Holger. Thank you, Ankit. Next question from one more district secretary incoming, Dr. Danny Dotto, who is actually managing this meeting today. Danny, go ahead with your question quickly.
Yeah, actually someone had already asked a part of it. So what I was saying is that, as you had said, that now is the time when we have to change, and we have to be revolutionary. So how do you see Rotary going forward? Like the world is going to change totally, financially, socially, everything.
Yes, this is a. If I would know the answer right now, that would be great. But again, we are developing, we are learning on daily basis right now to live with this virus and to live with this situation. But again, I think we have to put everything on the test with Rotary. Does it work? Does it not work? We have to be much faster than in the past. That's why if I think about right now making Rotaract part of our family of Rotary, of our organization, that's we have done this. And even if we didn't found already solutions for how to administrate that and all these things, and it doesn't matter. Let's do the right thing to the right time. Let's be much faster than in the past. Sometimes if we are looking for every answer for our changes, it takes probably 6 to 8 years. So before we have done it. I think always, if we have good ideas, let's do it immediately. And if it works, let's go on with it. If it doesn't work, let's stop immediately. So I think that's it. I think times right now, this is challenging times right now. We have to be very flexible right now and try whatever works. And if it works, wonderful. Let's go on with this. If it doesn't work, let's stop it immediately. These are times for checking, for testing things and doing different things. And let's see how it works. Because we have to do this. If we stay what we are, probably this virtual meetings here Without virtual meetings, Rotary would be dead immediately because we are not allowed to meet. So this is things what I think we should think always. And again, I'm always so impressed how innovative Rotary clubs are, much more than I'm sometimes, because they have so many great ideas to do service and how to meet. Thank you for that question.
Thank you. Thank you, Holger. Thank you, Holger, for the answer. Next question from President-elect Dhiraj from Rotary Club of Greenland Silchar. Dhiraj, quickly come up with your question.
Yeah, good evening, Holger Knaack. Our this year's theme, the Rotary opens up opportunities. It's very aptly suiting the current time wherein we sitting in different corner of the world and interacting with you in the other corner of the world. My question is, like, in this regard, the current changed world scenario and in the aftermath of COVID pandemic, wherein the economy is bound to take a downward fall, how do you suggest us as presidents or give us any guidelines or plans or strategy to motivate our Rotarian friends to donate generously for TRF?
Thank you. Thank you. This is again one of our major challenges. Thank you for raising this issue. That's something we are right now having a task force in Rotary with our incoming chairman of the trustees of the Rotary Foundation, past President Ravi Ravindran from Sri Lanka, and we are in very close contact to think about how we can motivate them. All of us know when the economy is going down, it will be much more difficult than before. That's clear. That's pretty much clear. But we have to do everything to let Rotarians know how important our organization is, not just for us and for our families, because Rotary, for all of us, we are taking on leadership roles right now. Rotary is really a part of our life, and especially the Rotary Foundation is part of our life. And so this is one of our challenges to motivate our fellow Rotarians to go on with contributions to the Rotary Foundation. We know, of course, that if the economy goes down, and the economy will go down worldwide, that it becomes harder and harder to ask for contributions. So we know that, we are working on that, but on the other hand, I'm encouraging Rotarians worldwide also to do more hands-on projects, because this is always possible, even if we are having less money in our pot, but to do projects and to provide service to our people in need around us in our communities. This is also a good opportunity to do it by our hands and to show that we are taking care of people, and to show what is important for us, and that's our theme, service above self.
Okay, thank you, Holger. Holger, I will just take two more questions for you before we say you goodbye. The next question is from one more President-elect, Dr. Bishwadev Chattopadhyay from Rotary Club of Bolpur Shantiniketan. Bishwadev, be precise and be to the point to your questions, quickly.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Holger. I am from Bolpur Shantiniketan. Can I hear me?
Yes, go ahead. Straight to your question, please.
You know, the pandemic COVID-19 is about to shatter the world economy, and particularly the small scale and cottage industries. In India, crores of people depend on this unorganized sector. Large scale industrial units will manage themselves anyway, but the small scale industries will be shattered. So can Rotary take any project to focus on helping such units employing about 10 people maximum for the revival?
Yes, you know, this is to helping. So we have also the same problem, not as heavy as you in India, but with our small companies here in Germany. So our big companies, you know, there are huge companies in Germany. They are able to survive in a crisis like this.
Yeah.
But it's a gun. And so what we are doing here is really to encourage people not to buy and just to order things from Amazon and these large companies. Yes, what we always say, go to your local dealers, go to your local shops and buy them, because then you're helping your community and helping everywhere. And there will be definitely more grants regarding to help our communities and to help. In this case, this is a good example to help our small business owners in our communities. But again, I think this is also a problem worldwide. And again, so I really try to encourage people, go to your local shops and help them, and go to your restaurants right now to buy. What we are doing right now, we are encouraging Rotary friends to go to our restaurant where we normally meet and to order food. So, and yesterday, my wife and I, we went, just get the food and take it home and eat it at home, just to make sure that this restaurant can survive and we can have a meeting place.
Mr. Holger, can it be made a focus area? This helping these units. Can it be made a focus area?
We have this area of focus. That's definitely there. Yes. No, we don't need another area of focus. It's there. It's there to help our communities. Community development it's already there.
It's already there. Yeah. Thank you, Holger, and thank you, Vishwadev. Holger, the next question is from President-elect Dr. Minal Bhattacharya from Rotary Club of Shillong Heritage. And can you also just check if Kalpana Khaunt, past governor Kalpana Khaunt is there? Please unmute her.
His name is not there. Kalpana Khaunt is also not there.
Kalpana Khaunt is also not there. Okay. Yeah. So we have Chandi Mandal is there.
Chandi Mandal he should be here.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm there. Mrinal is there.
Okay. So Dr. Bhattacharya is there. Bhattacharya, kindly go ahead, ask your question very quickly.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yes.
Oh, he's logged in as Galaxy.
My question was partly answered by our honorable RI President, but now the corona disease will be flying away, and rather than going after this corona, should we have more focus on a post-corona strategy? That is what I would request our RI President to speak on the planning regarding post-corona steps to be taken. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Bhattacharya. Yes,
of
Olga.
course we will do that, but we don't even know right now what does it mean. We just, can you hear me? Yeah. So we don't know.
Can you hear me?
We are still in the process.
No, I would request our president to
hold on. Holger is answering your question.
Yes, sir.
Please.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I totally agree with you. There must be strategies right now, but we are right now in a process of learning, because we don't know where the direction is right now and what to expect. So what we hope, I think in a few weeks, probably months, we are learning a lot so that we know also how our reaction could be regarding coronavirus or situations like this. But I'm totally sure our major challenge will be in the future how to keep our members if we are not able to meet in person for many weeks. That's number one. And number two, as we heard, how to go on with our contributions for our Rotary foundations. These are our two major challenges. And of course, I'm totally with you. We have to look for new strategies, but this is more regarding our economy. What is our reaction to our economy? And this is all about money, you know that. And my own government right now is putting billions into our economy. The government of the United States are putting billions into our economy. So it's not all about money. It's, I think, more about our engagement in the communities, how we can make sure that people are not suffering too much. This is right now for the moment. Again, this terrible situation is We just can do our plans from week to week, probably month to month right now, but we are not able to make right now long-term strategies. But we have to be aware, and that's what we are doing in Rotary right now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Holger. Holger, I will take just one more question for you. Danny, please unmute Chandi Charan Mandal and also look out if past Governor Kalpana Khaundi is there or not. Mute everyone. Danny.
खत्म हो गया क्या?
Danny, unmute Chandi Mandal. Chandi Mandal, can you hear me?
I can't find Chandi Mandal because he logged in by some other phone or some other name. Yeah.
Kalpana Khaundi is there?
I don't see it.
Okay, fine, no issues. Holger, we have enough questions, so I am really thankful to you that you have answered plenty of questions.
Bharat Mani Pradhan wanted to ask something. Bharat Mani Pradhan.
If Bharat Mani, unmute Bharat Mani. Just that this should be the last question we will take.
Okay, okay.
Bharat Mani, quickly go ahead, ask your question.
Peace and COVID resolution. That's all.
Okay. Peace and COVID resolutions. Okay, Holger.
I just heard these two words, nothing more.
And that says everything. Conflict. Instead of conflict, it will be COVID. We will have to provide, I mean, will you be doing justice, equity, health equity? That will you be doing that as a focus now?
Yeah. I think peace and conflict resolution, there will be always conflicts, because peace is it's a way we have to go always. But all of us hope that COVID will go away in probably a year when they find a vaccine against Corona. Then COVID is gone. But peace and conflicts is being always with us. Conflicts are always with us, and we are not able to reach peace from one day to another. It's a long way we have to go. I think that's the difference between peace and conflicts on the one hand, and COVID on the other hand.
Okay, thank you, Bharataju, and thank you, Holger. Holger, I really appreciate the patience and the time that you have given to District 3240, and especially asking and replying the questions that has been asked by most of the presidents.
Thank you.
I just pleased to inform you, and I know it's close to your heart also. I would like to intimate you in this meeting. We have at least 15 Rotractors logged in, and they are listening to you very closely. That includes the incoming DRR, the incoming district Rotract representative, Tushar Jalan is here. I would request Danny to unmute Tushar Jalan. So
I think he has left.
Oh, he has left. Okay. So other Rotractors are there. So Holger, I would request you to kindly pass on a small message for the Rotractors of our districts so that they can feel energetic and motivated too.
Thank you very much. As you know, I personally don't make any difference between a Rotarian and a Rotaractor, because I know all of us are working for the same goal, and all of us are sharing the same values. And that's the most important thing of all. So I'm really a proponent of Rotaractors. And my message to all Rotarians here are with us is we should really work together very close with Rotaractors, but it's very important to work with them on eye level, because I learned that we can trust this young, energetic people, and it's for the good of Rotary if we are working as close with Rotary together as possible. Thank you very much for being with us, Rotaractors.
Thank you, Holger. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure.
I have no words to say my gratitude and thanks to you for being so kind enough and given huge time to my Rotarians of the district. Before we finish, if it would have been a physical meeting, we would have an opportunity to shake hands with you and maybe given you some token of our love and care. But as it is a virtual meeting, we are conducting this meeting from far away. From District 3240, we are sending our good wishes and greetings to you and Susan for your safe and healthy stay to fight against this terrible situation. And I'm sure we will overcome one day. Today, our serving district governor, though he was tried to present, but he could not because by profession he is a doctor and he is managing a hospital. So you can understand, Holger, he is busy with the situation now and he could not come, but he has sent his gratitude and sent his good wishes to you and Susan for being with us this evening in India. I know it's almost a 5:30, around 5:30 in your place. It's a good evening, good knocked from India, and we wish you all the best for 2021. District 3240 is looking forward to the leadership of Holger Knaack when he would be taking over 1st July as the world leader. Thank you so much once again, and I would request, Holger, please.
I thank you giving me the opportunity to speak to all of you, and I'm really sure together we will grow Rotary and we will make our organization stronger to serve our people. Thank you very much, all of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Holger. Danny, you can unmute so that Holger can see, listen to the upload of the District 3240.
Sure, is here, by the way.
Upload and give a cheer to Holger.
Viva Rotary!
The design of the
Long live
spectacles.
Rotary, long live Rotary.
Thank you so much, Olga. Thank you so much.
Long live Rotary.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to all of
Thank you
you.
very much.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Danny.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Meeting.
President.
Though you are not getting any chance to take. Thank
Danny,
you.
for managing all these things.